Looks like we're good. Cool, cool, cool. Welcome back, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Tasty.
All right. Let's see where the road takes us. Don't know where it's going to take me, but it's going to take me somewhere. I know that for sure. It's been a while since I've been since I've streamed ArcheAge. I know a lot of you like to see ArcheAge content still. So I've been trying to look for free to play money makers. There is some out there. I'm still looking around because you know this world's big. This world is big, so I know that there is a good a good free to play money maker out there that doesn't use a lot of labor. So I'm just experimenting. Because I'm doing the bubbo fruit. So I'm doing that. So I got that going. Just trying multiple things, you know. Because before I went free to play, I do have max husbandry, so I am going to experiment with. I am going to experiment with that. See if I can't get anything. See if I can't make any gold through that. You know, because I got it maxed out, might as well use it. So I got eggs, you know, chickens. So I thought I'd try that out. I'll head to my guild's farm that they have up for me and see how that's doing. So it's all about baby steps. That's all it's pretty much based around. Just trying to see which one's really good. Because I mean, I'm basing around, you know, you get five labor every 5 minutes. So in an hour you get about 60 labor. Okay, so you got 60 labor to burn every hour. So you just do stuff for an hour, get you 60 labor, and then try to do something with it. So that's what I'm experimenting with, is trying to figure out what's a good for that. Because the only two things to get labor is Haciona, and your dailies. So trying to figure out what's a good. I mean, the thing is, there's the dragon. You know, RD is still pretty good. You know, RD's still a good money maker. But if you need that stuff, you know, it ain't really a good money maker, you know. So I'm trying to pick wild plants that only give me one seed for one labor. So I'm trying that out, you know, because you can get club fungus, peppers, and vanilla. So I thought I'd try that out. And so see, I'm trying to do stuff that takes the bare minimum of labor to do to make some type of gold. And just, you know, try to go from there. So, like I said, there's stuff out there. Just gotta find it. I mean, I do my dailies, onyx, my daily onyx. So I at least know that I get 20. So, because I spend 20. I normally spend 20. I normally buy the pack for like 26 gold. So you can't get it for 26 gold, or you can swim under the ocean and see if you can't find a free pack. You're normally lucky, you'll find a free pack. Shoot, I found a free pack all the way in Sea of Drown, going to Friedrich. So, you know, check the undersides, because people try to go to Friedrich or to Diamond Shore. So you may get lucky, and you can look under the waves, and you might be able to find one. And you don't have to use Dahuda's bubbles, you know. I mean, I guess there's a good money maker, is your Dahuda bubbles, because those are always in demand. But I don't know. That's a lot of labor to dump into making Dahuda bubbles. So that's what I'm trying to do. Just trying to find a good free to play money maker for people. Because the thing is, most people say, well, why would you want to show people how to make money on free-to-play? Wouldn't that just ruin the market? Not really. I mean, sure, I mean everybody else, but realistically, not really. Because a lot of people, you know, have a lot more labor to burn, so they can make a ton of more gold than what I'm going to be showing. You know, that's what I base it on. You know, I base it on where it's like, even if I show, it ain't gonna make much of a difference. You know, because someone already has a big money maker already. I'm trying to move this can around a little bit so I can fill up my glass. So that's the thing. Like, someone already has a bigger money maker. So this low level money maker isn't gonna hamper them. It's not gonna show them results that they're looking for. Because there is some. I mean, there is a good there's. How many is there? I've counted 1, 2, 3 so far. I've counted 3 free-to-play labors that anybody can pretty much do. There is it's still a free to play, but there's one that's free to play, but it's a little bit more labor intensive. You know, it's a little bit more labor intensive, but it's still not bad. It's still not bad. I'm still experimenting. Like I said, I do want to eventually put out that video where I can show a good free to play. You know, I want to try to at least get 5. I want to get 10. I want to try to get as many as I possibly can. You know, so right now I got 3. You know, so I'm going to try to find a couple more. I'm going to, 4. I guess 4. So I want to at least try to find more. Something that, you know, that does pretty good. Because there's raids, you know, there are raids, but, you know, you're justifying having to wait for those raids. So like I said, you know, you have Whale Song, the island, you know, you got that to make, you got those items, but those are based on war times, you know, so you just can't, I mean, you could just sit around and do nothing while your labor accumulates, but, you know, I count that as a passive gold making, so I that'd be a good honorable mention, like a passive. So a couple of passives where it's like it's just based around that. So the ones I'm bringing is pretty much you can do pretty much on the spot when you start the game. So just trying to find some. Now the garden is a different story. Because you get these infusions, which, oh my god, they're selling like hotcakes. See, they're going for like at least 2K. But again, that's a passive because you're RNGing it. So that's a different gold maker. So like I said, there are tons of gold making. It's just you got to think. It's good to have a passive gold making, so that's always good. It's always good to have a passive, but you also need to think about your current gold making. So that's the thing you got to look at is your passive. I mean, shoot, people are selling these crates right here. So 2K each. I mean, that's not bad, but the thing is, like, that's gonna be gone eventually. And I still have a bunch of these to open up. I plan on getting Patreon again, so I can earn a little bit more gold. Because if I can get this gold making, I can turn it into a full gold making, you know. But it just depends on if I find something good. Because the thing is, with these dragons, I'm saving these up till I get about 20 or 100, and then I'm gonna open them. I'm gonna open up as many as I can get. So probably 20. Probably 20 is a good amount to start opening those. Because I just want to see what happens if you just open 20 of them. You know, because the thing is, it's still RNG based. If you get an Everglow, an Enraged Dragon, or a Spine. So I just want to see if I can't, you know, put the odds in my favor. Because the thing is, each crate is pretty much based around that odds. It's like a 50-50 chance. Like, you're guaranteed, like it says there, like, you're guaranteed, you know, two crates, 1 to 4 shards. So it's like just trying to see if I can't up my percentage a little bit by getting more crates. Been having a hard time trying to get the Kraken for this quest right here. You know, this Kraken quest is a pain in the ass. I was able to get everything else. Kill the quest for these ones. Just can't get that fucking Kraken. It's that Kraken that's being a pain in the ass. And I need it to finish my Dream Ring quest too. I have everything I need. Everything for that quest. See? I just need a Kraken's Eye. That's it. That's all I need is a Kraken's Eye. And I can pretty much upgrade, I can almost upgrade this to its max. Yeah, and I found out that my ring did get grandfathered in. There's 2 quest lines for the rings. So my ring isn't actually going to be on a timer since mine's the grandfather. I even have the Unister ring too. So if I wanted to have a little healing magic, I could. And I do that. I'm actually doing that quest passively. You know, if I get the materials to do it, I do it. But most of the time, I'm not paying attention to that quest. I even tried dungeons. You know, dungeons are good. Like, it was supposed to be a good moneymaker. Tried that. I mean, the only thing I can get is the shards, and just sell those. Like, go through the normal dungeons and try to get those little shards, yellow shards, and just sell those, vendor them. You know, so just exploring dungeons too, stuff like that. Like I'm exploring every nook and cranny to see what's out there. Because I even looked online, and there's really no easy gold making. So I'm like, okay, fine, you're gonna I'll do it. I'll do the work. You know, I don't mind doing the work. You know, I'll experiment, see what I can find. I mean, these seeds, I don't think these seeds will sell. I think the clubhead fungus will sell most. I think I'll get more out of the clubhead fungus. Just because that's like 45 medicine powder. So I think most people definitely buy the clubhead fungus. I think I can guarantee that I'll be able to sell the clubhead fungus. Let's go sell those real quick, see if we can't make anything. So like I said, it was one, I think it was like one labor, and I got like one of each. So I do know that for like one labor, you get one seed. So that's not entirely too bad. Yeah, see? I mean, that's still good. Someone had some fine lumber. Someone had some fine lumber low, so I just bought it and resold it. Just trying to resell it and see if I can't make any gold off of it. I mean, I probably won't, but I thought I'd at least try flipping. So yeah, most of the time before, like, the best time to look for underwater packs is definitely around daytime. Never go during nighttime, because even if you turn your gamma all the way up, it's still a pain in the ass to see. So sometimes it's just best to wait. Sometimes it's just best to go during the daytime if you want to go pack hunting anywhere. If it's in any open water, it's just best to do it that way. That's what I found out. So I mean, you're still gonna make profit because you're still getting like 20. You're still selling like 20 of them. So you're still making profit, but sometimes it's just better go underwater and see if you can find one. Or if you get lucky, and you can kill someone who has a pack who forgot to put their protection on, so you can always get lucky there. I've done that before. Shoot, it's been a while since since you actually saw me play. I've actually killed a lot of reds who forgot their protection, because they completely forgot. They thought they were safe, because most people don't look anymore, so they think, oh, well, since no one doesn't come on here, you know, I'll be able to ride it for free, you know. So, and then I'll come around and take a quick peek, you know, and I'll swim I'll swim right up next to the boat, and I'll hitch a ride on the ladders. See, so like if they're on one side of the boat, I'll go to the other side and get on the ladder, and what I'll do is I'll make sure they're tagged. And what I'll do is I'll be at the bottom, so they can't tag, so they don't know I'm there until we leave. And what I'll do is once I see they're no longer under protection, and I can attack them, I'll attack them and get their packs. I've been pretty busy getting mounts and stuff. I got the Twilight wings, and I did get my first warship, the Loot Song. So I did get my first warship. I burned a lot. I burned like 2K making that ship. Ooh, that was painful, because I'm trying. Like I said, I'm still trying to get my dragon bow up, and I got some another gem on there. Last time you saw, I had only one gem. I got probably last time you didn't see any gems on there, but yeah, I put gems on there throughout the time I'm able to do it. Like if I have any extra gold that I'm not worried about, that I'm not using right now at that exact moment, I'll put some gems in. And I'm also trying to get back up to plus 20 on my temper. So once I get to plus 20, I'm gonna stop trying to temper, because it's just a waste of gold and labor. So trying to get that up. I'm also trying to save up 10k to buy divine staffs. So I think that's just gonna be a lot better. Is just to buy divine staffs. I mean, I tried doing it. trying to get my own, but I think I'd have a better chance just saving the gold for the staffs. So yeah, I'll do staffs right now. Because to be honest, I was actually going to take the gems out of my legendary dungeon bow and temper and use those to go to the next tier. But the thing is even when I do dungeons, I would still prefer using my dungeon bow, because greater dungeons activates my bow's ability, which I can attack more. So I may upgrade my gems in my dungeon bow just so I have a backup. Just so that I have a better bow for it. Hey Necron, yeah, I've been good, man. A bit here and there, being a diabetic and with depression, it hurts sometimes, because it really does. Being a diabetic and having depression really hurts, because your mood could just drop in an instant. Because you're fighting to stay alive from your diabetes, and you're also trying to keep your mind from going too far down. And yeah, sometimes that gets a little bit more painful to work with. But other than that, I've been pretty good. How about yourself? You been good? Let's see. I mean, you can sell these. I mean, you can sell these to make a good profit. But the thing is, the only time you want to sell your crystals is if your stuff is maxed. That's the only time you really want to sell those. So, I'm working on getting my costume up to 4 to the next level. So I may eventually sell those, but I don't know. After a while, I don't think anybody's gonna want to purchase them. So I pretty much just. So what I do is like if I know they're not gonna sell, I'll just buy a bunch of these mystic crates and try to go for one of these splendid stones, because I think they're not. I think there has a chance to grant a splendid. One of those stones, and I think you can sell those, because I think those are really good, because a lot of people are always re-rolling their gear, so that's a really good if you know you can't get, if you can't see these selling for yourself, just do an RNG hard and just purchase a couple of those boxes and you know, like 100 of those boxes and just open them. Because even if you don't get any, like, even if you don't get the splendid, you can still use the shards, the shards you get to make your costume. You'll also get some teleportations to Diamond Shore, Hasla, and Haciona. And then the other ones you used to be able to go to like Miss Valley. You'd be able to go to Miss Valley, but now you get bound Everstones from those, so those are really good too. Oh, I got you. So okay, well at least you're getting house fixed up. That's always good, you know. That's always good. Keep the house lease fixed up. Your figurines, man. I can't collect anything. My mindset won't let me anymore. I can't collect anything. Just because I was homeless for 2 years. If you collect anything like that, you'll eventually have to get rid of it. Like, so I don't collect as much as I want to, because everything I have can be gone in an instant, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Reading, man, you should always have in reading. You should always have at least time to read like a page. You know, like whenever I go to the bathroom, I will read I'll either play my PSP or I'll read the Art of War, because that's always good. You know, being a survivor, you always want to learn the Art of War, so that way you can keep your butt alive in case all hell breaks loose. Which, you know, so that's one thing. But yeah, I want to collect some items and some figurines and stuff, but I don't feel like I'm really set in stone to justify that. It'd be nice, you know, it'd be nice to be able to have some figurines or some stuff like that. I wanted to play Breath of the Wild. I just don't have the system. But yeah, it's an MMO. It's an MMORPG. This is the game. This is the game I'm always playing when I don't have a video up on my channel. Like most of the time, the stuff that I put up for you guys to watch. This right here is normally my relaxation. This is what this is like the only game I pretty much put money into if I need to. But other than that, yeah, it's just something just to. I mean, this is pretty much my World of Warcraft, I guess you could say, until this game shuts down, which all games eventually do. So I'm just enjoying the roller coaster ride until that day comes. I mean, I've had fun. You know, I've had fun. That's all that matters. You know, even if the game shuts down tomorrow, I had fun. I'll just have to pick up something new. Okay, so I'm gonna get these last two mats taken care of. I got lumber and got 2 more days of iron ingots to do, and then I should be fine with that. I have noticed though, that when being free to play for like, oh god, it's been going for like 2 months since I bought Patreon. I try not to use. I try to hoof it everywhere. I'll try to not ever take my hereafter stones, because I found I burn through those very quickly. You may use one, but if you're pop into like 5 places, that's like five hereafter stones just gone like that. So I try not to use my hereafter stones as much. Yeah, see, even at 70 gold. Yeah, even at 60 to 70 60 to 70 silver for just one hereafter stone, that adds up pretty quickly. So I've pretty much become a penny pincher too when it comes to my gold. But before we head off, let's open a couple of these up, see what I get. Oh, it's not bad. Hey, that's pretty good. That's, what is that? That's, looks like that's 10k. So that saved me that's another 20k right there because I have 2 of those now. So that's another 20k I just saved. Yeah, a lot of people save these balls after the event ended. So a lot of people pitch these. Like, a lot of people hate the red ones because most likely what you get is fireworks. Yes, it does suck, but the thing is like it's not as bad, you know, because you got the chance of getting those infusions, you know. And I'm trying to get the grass because eventually, if I do want to get Patreon, I would like that. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's a pain. When I was homeless for 2 years, from when I was 18 years old to 20 years old, I made the most stupid mistake ever and took a tote bag full of everything. I lost everything. I took everything I had and lost it. Yeah, it's just being homeless. You learn to live with very little, and you learn to accept very little. You know, and you learn not to trust people. You learn very quickly not to trust to never trust people because they'll stab you in the back. Because I trusted some people when I was on the street, and it backfired on me. Of course, I was 18 and stupid, but with age comes wisdom, you know. See, like right here, you know, these are, you know, get a stockpile of these abyssal shards. You know, you can sell those. Necron, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. See, here's the thing you gotta understand. Here's the thing you gotta understand with how my family works. We don't have the luxury of gaining that type of stuff. We don't have that luxury. We've never had that luxury before. When we were kids, trust me, it's just with the way my family works and everything, we've learned that type of world doesn't happen to us. So whatever we can grab onto and make our own is better than anything. See, like, trying to get, like, I did have a Patreon because I just thought I'd like at least have it up. I completely lost it. I forgot my phone number and I can't get it anymore, so I had to figure something out. But to get something like that, like of these other big YouTubers, that's a luxury that even I know realistically I'll never achieve. There's just no way that will ever happen. Because I'm a realist. I try not to tell myself hope for that type of stuff because it doesn't seem realistically possible for me. So that's why just doing what I do just to enjoy it is better. Because I've told myself and I've stuck to this rule. Because, yeah, trust me, it's a pain. But the thing is, with me, I've taught myself one thing. if one person is watching me, that's all I have. I am the most richest person ever, as long as one person watches me. Because you can't please everybody. It's impossible. But if you can have one person watching who enjoys what you do, you're the most richest person in the world. And that's what I base it on. I base it on, as long as one person watches me, I'm the most richest person ever. Because it's like, to me, that's like feels good. Because it's like, out of everything, out of everybody there, out of everybody in the world, someone chose me to watch. And I always find that to be more satisfying. Because the thing is, when you bait, because the thing is, how most people say, like, comment, subscribe. That's never been my forte. In any of my videos, I think I did it way back before, and I think I did say subscribe, but I think I got over that because it was stupid. So all I've known is like, because I've looked at my back catalog of videos, and I always like to see that, because it's like, it always shows me that one person always enjoyed watching it. And that's how I told myself. So I think I learned that in, oh god, when did someone tell me that? I think I learned that from someone. I think someone said, yeah, because I think the saying goes with, like, you can't please everyone, so try to please a significant amount of you. But I took it as, said, as long as one person watches me, I'm pretty much gold. What is it? 12. I have another cooking video I'm trying to make, so I can put that onto my Nero's kitchen. So I want to put that. I want to put that back. I want to make that. I'm still tweaking with the recipe, and I almost have it. I almost have the recipe completed. So because the thing is, since I'm a diabetic, that's why I think that's why I made that. I put that playlist together, even though there's only one video on there right now. It's something so that I at least know that I can put some videos on there. Because being on a keto diet, it's actually been really good. It really has. It's actually been really beneficial for me. My blood sugar has actually been really good. Going to the bathroom is kind of a pain in the ass, though. That's the thing. I mean, I think that's the thing I have a little bit of problems with is going to the bathroom on a keto diet. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Still good. Ah! Forgot to change that free runner. See, this is why I don't like Flaming Arrow. Flaming Endless Arrows. I hate this thing. I hate this so much. It's good for farming. It's good for farming, but it is a bitch in PvP. Especially for my playstyle. My playstyle is speed. I like to move my ass. I don't like to stand still. Cause I was thinking like if you do oh, what's that skill? Yeah, here you go. If you do Stone Arrow, this is actually the Flaming Arrow is actually really good because you can do it with Deadeye and steady shooting. So that would be really good because you'd have you'd be able to hold yourself. But man, there we go. I only use flaming just to farm. Like, that's it. I mean, that's pretty much what I use flaming arrow for, is just a farm. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna go through here today. I think I'm just gonna call it here. I'm just gonna real quick. I just need the necklace. I need sunlight, starlight. That's all I need. I mean, realistically, I need sunlight. I need sunlight because what I'm doing what I'm doing with sunlight is I'm using the sunlight shards to make anchors. Because like if I can find a two-handed staff or two-handed weapon, if anything, divine. Actually, hold on. No, because I would get divine, and I would do sunlight crystals. I would make the anchors to upgrade that to epic. Because that's what I have been doing. Is I've been making the anchors. See, I've been making these anchors so that I can regrade. I can regrade to celestial. I still have that. See, because the thing is, this endless arrow one, my epic one, there is a shard. There is a one I need. I think it's, yeah, right here it is. It's this one right here. This charm. See, there's an emblem. Emblems stop you from breaking. It stops it from either blowing up or crystallizing. Yeah, destruction, degrading, and crystallization. So that is good. Like, if you just made a bunch of those, that's really good. What I need is this one. Now, this is more expensive because you need 5 lucky moon points, while this one only takes 2. But this gives you a 1.5 regrade. So what I'm hoping is if I can make 2 of those, I can burst this up into legendary, which would greatly help me because I can add another evasion stone to it. So that's exactly what I want to do, is put an evasion stone. See, now those take, now the thing is, the oh crap, what is it? The armor charms and emblems, they take moonlit essence. So that's also why I'm trying. That's also why I do. That's also why I try to do armors too, because I can keep the armors and upgrade them. Which is why I do a lot of. I try to do Sea of Drown because I know you can get essence from them. Like I was able to break down one of the helmets for an essence. Ooh, I wonder, can I do that? I actually don't need this one because this thing is shit. See, this right here, this is good. This is part of the build I want. Is movement speed and crit damage. So this is a good helmet. The thing is that's not the one I want. That's a good starter helmet. Like if you don't have that, if you don't have the main one, like here's the main one. This is the main helmet that you need. This one right here. It's a plus. It may be a plus. It may be a +1 and a 0.6, but this goes all the way up to eternal, which means that agility also goes up too. So this is technically your main one. This is your main helmet you want, at least for me. Like the gear I want is three-piece eternal Aranor set because you get a movement buff for that piece. So I'm going to replace my boots, my pants, and my jerkin with a three-piece Aranor set. Next, I'm going to keep the belt, the wrists, because those give movement speed. So see, they give each one gives a 2.7 movement speed. So I'm actually going to keep these, and of course I'm going to keep my glove because it gives me an increased damage of endless arrows plus 10%. So that's my main skill set. This is good, but the problem is this damn thing. See, because that's the reason why I didn't like it, because it increases your crit rate +3 when max a stack, so it goes up to 5. So it's good, but it's just not there. So I don't really need this piece. So I'm actually going to Everstone it real quick. Actually, I don't get EBT. I actually don't get EBT. I get Social Security. That's what I get. I get Social Security. I'm not ashamed. Well, yes, I am ashamed because because I hate that my mind's so fucked up that I can't even work. I've tried. It's a pain in the ass and it pisses me off. But I only get like 20 bucks on EBT. So with what money I do get, I'm actually surprised. You get very creative. Like, I will admit to that. Being on a keto diet, it's not as bad as you think. You know, I mean, it's not as bad, but I plan on. So that's why I'm trying to experiment with cheap keto meals. Because I literally look up this stuff when I'm playing my game here. I'll literally use my second monitor just to look up other videos of topics that I want to do, you know? Like, for instance, I'm trying to make a game. As most of you probably seen, I'm trying to make my game with the RPG Maker system. Not only am I trying to do that, I'm also trying to make my own gaming console because when I do make the game, I eventually want to go into bigger gaming develops software, and then so I can port games onto a console. So that way, if some people make a digital copy, so that people can still play it even if it's digital. But if some people want to spend the extra money and get my system, you know, that'd be nice too, you know. So that way I feel like, hey, you know, I made, because I want to get at least, if I do make my own console, I want at least 5 games for it. At least 5 games right now. At least that is my goal, is at least if I'm going to do that, if I make my own console and I make my games, I at least want 5 games for it. Because I want 2 RPGs, I want a shooter, and I don't know the other ones, but I do know I at least want a shooter. I do know I at least want 2 RPG games. I want at least the basic one I'm doing with RPG Maker, and then I want a more what is that? What's that engine? Dishonor had that engine. Use that engine. I actually want to use that engine too. So I want to at least try that engine out. So like I have looked at engines to experiment with. The thing is, See, the thing is, I know what controller I need. Like, there's that LG something controller that uses the computer, and I know that's the controller I want. So at least I know what controller to get. So at least I know what controller that, at least, like, if anybody has the controller, you know, at least they can, you know, either they'll get the system with the controller, and then if they like, so just gives me some ideas to work with. Oh, god damn it, I just realized that too. I did that and I forgot where the other one was. I think it was winter. Oh, to be honest, here's my food budget. This will shock you. I drink Zevia. Yeah, that's the engine. Yeah, Unreal Engine is what Dishonored was on. That's the engine I want. But the thing is, I drink Zevia, and I drink Good Earth sweet and spicy cinnamon tea. So all in all, I spend about $160 on food. But the thing is, the thing is, even though I spend $160 on food, when you're on a keto diet, you really don't get as hungry as you think. Okay, I know. Okay, that's the thing. I don't get hungry as much, which actually reminds me, I'm going to be right back. I gotta go see if my dessert is ready. Man, that's good. That is delicious. Okay, that's good. It's my version of a cobbler. Alright, I'm actually gonna get on my skateboard for this. So by the looks of it, it looked like the clubhead fungus was the better stuff to sell. So if I can always get clubhead fungus, should be able to make at least a good amount of gold. But yeah. Now see, the problem is with my cooking, my taste buds have changed dramatically. Like, what used to be sweet, what I used to think as sweet is so sweet that it literally, I can't stand the taste if it's that. But the thing is, with my cooking, that's sweet. But my dad's girlfriend who tried it says it, and my brother, they both tried this, and they said that it's not sweet enough. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's the point. My taste, I mean, this is like, it's sweet because it's not sweet enough because you guys are you're hooked on sugar. I mean, that's the thing. If you don't think you're hooked on sugar, try. I could probably suggest trying this recipe, and you can tell. If you have to sweeten it, you know you have a sugar addiction. That's the only thing. That's what I told him. It's like, oh yeah, you guys got a sugar addiction. Of course it ain't sweet. I'm for sure there was one right here. I know there's one right here. I know there's one around here somewhere. Huh. I don't see it. Okay. I guess there's not one here. But yeah, I've learned that my sugar is a lot different. Yeah. Really. Yeah, there it is. I knew it was around here somewhere. There's another one right there too. Touch it and I'll shoot you. There we go. So I'll be experimenting with these wild plants. See if I can't make any. If I can't make anything. And the thing is, this cobbler I made, when I do eventually show you how to make it, and you see the dish size, I actually ate the whole thing in one night before. And the reason why is it's good. I mean, to me, this is delicious. I mean, it really is. It's a lot better than I thought. And you know what? Because I saw a couple of people make it, and so that's why I tried it myself. I think I did their recipe a little bit differently though. I can't remember. Thing is I think regular cobbler. I think regular cobbler has more of a crust, like an actual crust, like, you know, maybe not like a pie crust, but something similar to where it's got at least a little bit of a bite. Mine doesn't have that, but it's still good. See, that's what I'm trying. That's technically what I'm trying to do. Is see, it's not yet ready because I want to get it to where it gets that nice crust. So like, if people want that type of crust, I can say, here's how you get it. Here's how long you need to do it for, and you'll be able to get it. Let's see. Need to go. I hate that they freaking upgraded. Now I will have to use this. I normally don't do this because because I don't want to screw my nation over, but I actually need to go to this raid. I'll head back. I'll take a guild teleportation back once I'm done here. But I need these Everstone. I need these evening stones real badly. This is the only place I can. One of the bosses is fucking bugged. I can't even do one of the bosses like Condor. Yeah, Condom or something like that. Kadum. That motherfucker's bugged, and I'm pissed. So now I gotta do this. I gotta do this just to get one, and it ticks me off. I don't even know if the library does it. I think the library boss does it too, but I'm not entirely sure. And I can never get in there because I can't kill that. I can't stay alive long enough in that last boss. So this is the only one I can do. I mean, the thing is, if I can get strong enough, I'll do my own raid. I will literally pop a raid and say, "Someone, big raid, people come. We doing this raid, man. Every war, we're doing this raid. We're getting these Everstones. We ain't doing this just once at a time. Every war, we doing this. Because it's the only time you can ever do it is during wartime. That's the problem." It's it's PvE and PvP. So there's a mixture of both. This area here is a PvE and a PvP place at the same time. So you sometimes gotta watch out for it. Watch out for it. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done a full. I try, like I said, I try not to do raids while on stream because I don't want to upset the other people trying to do this. But since I'm here, this is where you get the leader infusions. This is the stuff where you get the freaking 2K stuff. So if your RNG is good, come and get it. Come in the raid. Try your luck. And sell it, because someone's always looking to buy this thing. Yeah, there he is. I think he's the weak. I think this serpent is like the weakest out of every boss. I think he is the weakest one, because it doesn't take long to kill him. Doesn't it takes the other ones forever to kill, but I think this one is like the least hardest. At least that's what I've seen. And see, the thing is the problem I'm having is these leaderships, they're not done by grade. So like I can't like say anything below celestial I can't put into this bow, but these I can, and that's why I'm holding on to them, because it's like it would be that 4K I could get out of this out of these, you know, 2K each. It would be good, but I don't think that would be good for right now, because once I get this up to at least, if I do my math right and I could blow this all the way to Mystic, because I know once I get any higher than epic. Oh shit! I forgot the damn thing. Well, if I can get that if anything higher than legendary it's not going to be feasible for me to try to purchase the equipment. It just won't be. It'd be too expensive. So what I want to do is I want to try to blow past legendary and into mystic as best I can. And I guarantee you, and not only does my playstyle weird, it weirds other people out. It really does. My playstyle weirds other people out. They can't figure out why I play like this. You know, like I'll use basic endless arrows, and I'm using a dragon bow as my main weapons. They can't figure out why I'm doing that. It drives them. It stumps people to no end. They're like, why are you using this weak stuff? You know, like use the flame. See, flame's good. Flame does 2k worth of damage. Yeah, it's nice that it does, but it's slow as shit, and I can't stand it. You know, I can't stand Flame Hero. It's slow as dog. I can't stand the shit. Oh, you use Gale? Why would you use Gale Strongbolt? That's weak. It only does 2600 attack at 3 seconds, while the other stuff does like 55k or about 5k. The cooldown is like 12 seconds, and Gale is about 6. I can keep someone slower far quicker than you. I mean, yeah, damage output is definitely different, but my playstyle is different. Sure, someone can probably 1 to 2 shot me with a normal charge bolt at 5k, and so let's see, that's 5k to 7k. Okay, so they're doing about 7k worth of damage to me. And I'm doing about, I can get about 3 shots of this. That's 6, 12, 18. That's 18. And yeah, and about 18, so maybe about 4k plus my critical damage that I get off of this. Yeah, an additional 26 damage. See, it's just I like speed. I like to be fast. I like to be fast on my feet. That's the thing. I like to be fast on my feet. Shoot, I take Hunter's Gale, and this thing's got a 1 minute cooldown. But I like it because, see, my regular free runner and my flaming double recurve each have a minute 30 seconds. So for a minute 30 seconds, you know, these things are offline. Well, in the next 30 seconds, I could pop 2 hunters. So I can increase my crit damage and my movement speed. So anything movement speed based is really good. That's why most of my gear is going based on movement speed and crit damage. The quicker I am, the harder I hit. I mean, shoot, because this technically Songcraft, I mean, Songcraft is good, and this is actually okay. I mean, shoot, could even grab that. would be better. I mean, that would give me at least one stack. Actually, hold on a second. Battle harm. Yeah. I got my Songcraft is pretty much built is built around raids. Realistically, it's just built around raids. Yeah, I think that's what, yeah, that's how it's based around. It's because the bloody chancy and the battle harm is just pretty much raid efficiency, and shoot, even performance speed is too. Just because I need to get around the map a little bit quicker, and then everything else is just pretty much based on attacking. So realistically, I could take off harem, bloody chancy, and shanty, and put like deadly rhythm and even a snare. So yeah, pop these two off, put these onto the snares, and that, and pretty much be the build I'd probably go for, which is probably what I'll do once I get my bow maxed, at least up into a better grade. Because right now at Celestria, it's still shit. I mean, I take it to the test dummies to test it out to see if everything's good, and it's it's still poor. I mean, my DPS is like, the dragon does like 535, and my flame spit does like 602. I see, it's still based on, it's still that, where it's still not even worthy of going out yet. But I know the more tempering I do, the better DPS I get. That's why I wanted to get to 20. Because I think I was at 20 previously, but I tested my luck, and that backfired, and I should have just kept it at 20. Pretty much that's what I'm going to keep everything at. Everything of mine is going to be tempered up to 20 and just be left alone. I wonder if I went to Ranger, how would that work? I guess a Ranger would be really good. I am trying to get a scepter, a club, I mean, so I can get my spirit up a little bit. So that would be really good. I could keep myself healed while I'm fighting. Cause what, I would only get 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, pretty much 4. Cause quickly transfer the caster to an ally. Yeah, pretty much anything else. I mean, Songcraft is about the only thing, is like, Ebony Song was like the meta, was like if you didn't want to do Primeval, which was like the top tier one, you know, this was the top tier archery build. Ebony Song was like a close second. Problem is archery always gets the shaft. It never gets any good, decent love. There we go. Get a little help down there. I think with this raid, we only do like 3 bosses. I think that's all we do, is like 3 bosses. Yeah. And the thing is, like, these are what I'm going for, and there we go. Yeah, everyone's trying to go for this, the escape, which is like the best wrist socket you can have. But the problem is it's like 40. You need 40 of those just to have that. Stay away from me! Don't fucking touch me, you bastard! Well, I guess if you've made it this far into the video, which I'm talking to those who watch later, if you made it this far, I guess I can tell you at least one gold making tip, something that you can at least look for. You take your improved infusions and you make the enchanters right here. See, each one costs 1 silver, 50 copper, but this gives you 3. So this is technically the one you want to sell. You want to max this out at 100, get this to 100, make the enchanters, and then vendor them. You'll make about 6 gold, 5 to 6 gold per thing, because you get 100 each. You get like 3 stacks of 100 enchanters. So there's your at least one gold maker that I've been experimenting with, because you want to keep these. These are about the same. I mean, you can sell them. You get a copper more, but I say keep your radiance. God damn it! I knew that was gonna fucking happen. That's all right. I don't really care. I just want the thing. It's alright. I don't really care. There we go. There we go. See, I'm even thinking about selling these too. You know, just because I don't have the gold to get this. I do not have the gold to get this up to Mystic, Mystic, and then regrade, I mean, I'm keeping the scrolls. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep the scrolls. But I'm not gonna. Yeah, see. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for that thing. So I don't care. I mean, this right here, this isn't nothing. I'm not really worried about. Oh shit. I'm not even worried about the chest. I mean, because if you ain't a top tier player, you ain't getting that 12. You ain't getting that 12 rank. You're gonna most likely go for 6. Spend your time in here. Spend your time in here, and get your 6. Oh shit. So that. But yeah, you're most likely gonna get your rank 6. I think with me doing this, I always get doing this run. I always get to at least rank 4. That seems to be all I get to. Is just to rank 4, and then I end up, and then it's like, eh. I'll end up turning it in because it's like I don't even deal with it. Because yeah, you need like 50 scrolls of this, and it's like, eh. I mean, it's gonna be a while until I even max those out, so. Not gonna really worry about it. Where did he go? Where is he? He's somewhere around here. Where the hell is he? There you are. Where are you? There you are. Now that I could probably sell, because it's like I'm not really gonna worry about that. I might sell those. I might sell. Two, 4, 6, 8. That's not bad. That's 8K if I can get this. If I can get this, that's 8K. Come on, take the bait. Come on, take the bait. I mean, I'm being serious though. I did see someone sell for 2K, so I wasn't. That's not a joke. I was trying to sell this for. I'm seeing if he's willing to sell, if he's willing to do that. Like if he says yeah, it's like, oh good. And I just so happen to have 4 crates for sale. Would you like to partake in that? Because you can get one of those crates here, like it's this Mystic XP crate. So, I mean, if he doesn't get him, if he doesn't do them, that's fine. I'll save them up for my gear. So so that ain't gonna be much of a problem. So I'll just probably end up saving them up for my gear. Wait, quick thing. Harama, Abyssal. Ah, here it is. Yes. But you only get 2. It's fine. How much does that guy got right now? But yeah. See, the thing is, the problem is I can see why people want to get the like 40 of these, because the thing is, it only gives a -2% chance, so it decreases it really good. That's not entirely too bad. The problem is that all the other ones in here, you know, all this other stuff in here, it's really good. Because that decrease of that decreasing your stuff of getting yourself smacked around is really good. You know, impale, stun, trip, fear, sleep, confusion. So that stuff is really good. Impale, stun, fear, sleep. I mean, realistically, that's the one I need anyway. I need the escape one, because the thing is, none of my skills does much of anything. I mean, realistically. I mean, this Gale is pretty much it. It does impacts, sleeping, and silence. That's it. That's all this thing does. And the sleeping could be good. Like, I could go into like a Shade Hunter again. I could go into a Shade Hunter again and do Impale. So like there is a good, like a really good chance of going back into Shade Hunter. Because I used to run Shade Hunter back in the day before the skills all flip-flopped around. So I may experiment with Shade Hunter again. Alright, let's get this in here real quick. There we go. So yeah, Clubhead Fungus. That's like and like I said, if it sells, that's 72. That's 70 gold for a fungus, and that's not bad. That is a really good sale. And 1 to 2 gold for this. That's really good. And the problem is if the bloody thing sells. That's always the problem, is if it sells. Because, if I'm not mistaken... Oh, shit. Ah! Get away! Yeah, see, here's ginseng. And that's an herb. That's a medical powder. And yeah, see here, that's what I thought. These are spices, but the thing is, these are purple, so those are technically the better ones. So the purples are really good, and the fungus is like the best blue tier ever. So I can see why that's very expensive. Go away, leave me alone. Oh shit. Don't really care about losing rank, I just don't want to die. If I knew about oh, there is something that I have been looking just casually into, and that's making my own website. Now that I have been looking into, because I'm like, yeah, that actually may be pretty beneficial too. You know, having my own website, so that way it's much easier, a little bit easier to do stuff. Like if I want to put something up there that's mine, it's like that's my website. If I want to put something stupid up there, I want to. If I want to put a big hentai cow titties on there just because I want to, I can, and no one can say nothing about it. You know, someone comes in, sees that, oh, that's tacky. I don't care. It's my website. I pay the monthly domain prices for this thing. I want big anime titties. I want big anime titties. Plus, I think having your own website does give you a little bit more freedom to speak so that way you're not, that way if anything were to happen, you aren't at a total loss. The problem is there's so much that stuff out there, you know, Wix and stuff like that. It's like ugh. Anything, just something. Oh shit! Ah, fuck! Get me out of here! God damn it! Ah well. Prick. And the thing is, it's not about the rank. It's not about the rank I hate. It's the freaking upkeep I have to repair. That's the only thing I hate. I could care less if I lose ranking. I just hate to having to repair this stuff, because that dips into my profits. You know, that hurts. That's what hurts. Yeah, see, this guy is a little bit more of a challenge. Because if I remember correctly, I think a lot of the people I actually watch on YouTube, they actually have their own websites. So that's what made me start thinking about that too. You know, it's like, oh, okay, I can see that, you know. Have your videos up there, and you know. Exclusive content that's only available on my website, you know. I mean, that sounds really appealing. Oh, but the hassle of maintaining it. Eesh. This is pretty much what I do. I spend all the time in the back of the row, and try to stay alive. But I'll always use three hereafter stones just to pop over here, because this is, like I said, you know, I could have put like I could have only used 2 hereafters, well, 1, because I would have used this to get to Diamond Shores. And then I would use my teleport book to teleport here, and that would have been 1, but it would have taken too long. So, like if I'm in Aurora, and someone says, hey, you know, let's do some garden, and I'm like, okay, I can. That's actually pretty cheap. Ew, no, you bastard! Get away from me! Hey. pull of his. I can see why people do dead eye here, so it prevents them from being pulled. That up real quick for them. That's another thing I hate that they took off. You used to be able to pop this. You used to be able to pop this rapidly. I just wish they. I wish they would take the stealth mechanic. I wish they would go back to the stealth mechanic. Take the. The thing is, the only reason why stealth is grants 1 stack of bloodlust. You know. And I'm like. Ah. Telling you, previous streams I did have back in the day, the stealth was like the king. Of course, that's when intercontinental continental trade packs were a thing, where you actually made some gold. You made some gold, and you were pissed if you got killed on the open water. You went from one continent to the other with a pack, and you got ganked in the sea. You were pissed because you know for damn well you just lost a lot of gold, because you would either have a trade ship, or just a whole group of people, and they're just getting pulled. Now that's when seafaring was really at its peak. When you were like, when you know that if you wanted to make some gold, you knew how to make some gold. That's actually when trade packs were really viable. That's when trade packs were like the peak of gold making. That's what I think. If they brought that back, trade packs would be really more viable. You know, it'd be more viable and make people making gold. All over the place. Oh God. He's just a more pain in the ass one. He just pulls every time. He pulls every time. Might as well join in the fight. Wait, why is there no battle charm going on here? Wait. Really? Are you joking? No bloody shanty was going on? No wonder no one's getting nowhere. Oh my God. Dude, people, bloody shanty. It's a good skill, people. Who's ever Songcraft should always have. If you're going in raid, you should always have bloody shanty. Oh God, I'm so nervous to get too close to this fucker. I have to say, it's like, because some people have this thing maxed, and I'm like, so you can go pretty far with your shanties, with your performance. I got it, so I'm good. And yeah, should have enough time for one more. We normally, if we got enough DPS, you can normally get about 4 kill. You can normally get about 4 bosses in before the timer runs out. I think you can get more too. I know it's possible, but I've only been in here long enough to get at least 4 bosses. 3 is normally what you get, but if you're lucky, you can normally get 4. Well, and then get lucky on that lucky roll. Yeah. Snatch my ass. I don't know where I'm going. Over here. Far, far away from you. I'll help. Again, why is no one playing this? Seriously, everyone's playing, you know, the battle songs for that. No one's playing the bloody shanty. It's like, hello, this is like DPS and attack speed, people. Yeah, I have a having a dog is nice, but with my money, I can't. I still hate it that I can't keep having it. My dog needs like a two grand fix on his knee, and I can't fix it because I can't. There's no way I can save the money for that. So he's been walking on that. That's why it's like, okay, when my boy heads to the afterlife, I am no longer having a pet. It's good, I love it, but money-wise, it is just it hurts. Stay away from me, bastard. little bit closer to these people so I can keep this. And see, all he does is just jumps around like an idiot. So I'm trying to keep this bloody shanty up. Why this no one, whoever, someone in here who's playing that song should definitely have this as its as one of its things. Defense is good. Don't get me wrong. Like, defense is really good, but keeping people healed and keeping everyone healed and everything is better. It should be the top priority. If I had a scepter, if I had a club for healing, I would definitely put the healing song on. Yeah, just after this, I'll get close to about 4. That's normally around where I get to, is about 4. Like support class. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate anybody who does support class, but support class is just not me. That's not my playstyle. I mean, the only reason why I'm doing it right now is because my attack is like, my range attack is like shit. They're just even with my my bow, it wouldn't even hurt. Because most of these people have like what 1k damage on their attacks. I barely even scratched above 950. See, someone right here's got that stupid thing. And there we go. Alright, we'll go turn this in. Ah. Yeah, sucker. Okay, cool. That was fun. Go grab the chest. Now while that loads, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. grab that and head back to Neween. Go. Alright, I'm gonna go sell those. I'm gonna sell those infusions because I don't need them. Two gold, 50 silver. Should get about 4 gold for them. It's not bad. What are you doing in there? Huh? What's she doing in there? Come here. See half my dog's face from inside the closet. I forgot what he's doing in there. Alright, let's grab, let's see, should be someone over here. So that. There we go. Okay. We'll go over to the prisoners section. See what we got. Well, looks like that island will be starting soon. Well, that's pretty good. It's another. That's some honor. Problem is, I mean, the only thing honor I can get is I'm working for is these. That's it. Just those gems, charms. That's about it. I mean, anything else is like, it's not even worth it. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I don't have the labor to do it, but it's something. I'm gonna try to make fine lumber. I wonder if I can make a profit if I'm making it myself. Because what is it? What is it? 7 labor, 10. Okay. That's interesting. Might be worth... That might be worth exploring. That might be worth exploring because what? That's what is that? For making 10, that's 70. That's 70 labor. Okay, that's not bad actually, especially for me, cause yeah. Okay. Much longer until that island. A couple more minutes. Six minutes, yeah. Alright, let's just go. Let's go over here. I'll eventually get to Cinderstone. I just wanted to test to see if I can't make any. Now that I resold the, I was able to resell those lumber. I'm gonna try to make my own. Will the good smile upon me and make me some money? I mean, I'm only doing it based. I'm only able to do this because of how my my proficiencies are at. That's the only reason I'm able to do something like this. Because if you didn't have the proficiency, I would probably say don't do this. Don't make fine lumber if you don't have the proficiency for it. But I think since I have a proficiency for it, I think I can get away with it. Let's see, 300, 375. I made 375. So should be able to at least turn this into a profit. I think should be able to. I mean, I'm not. I mean, my labor ratio is still pretty good, so. So that. Now, I don't want to do... Now, I could have used 3, but this isn't worth 3... this isn't worth 3 Everstones. This raid isn't worth 3. So this is pretty much good for just 1 Everstone. Hereafter Stone, actually, not Everstone. Hereafter Stone. Now, since I use 70 labor. Give me a second. Need to write down that amount I used to put on for it. Need to judge how much. Need to judge how much I'm gonna make. Oh, fuck. God damn it, not you bastards. And since I need extra labor, I'm going to pop a sunlight juice. Well, not labor, more honor. And I'm going to go up into my little hidey hole. Yeah. No, better stay down here for now. Alright. Now, let's take a look at the inventory. I got, I think 65. Yeah, 65. Okay. And I think since I'm trying to go for the top tier, I'm actually going to need to be doing this. I'm going to try to do this as much as I can. Oh, God, the lag. This normally doesn't take long. I think out of the bosses for like this island and Wellsong, I think this island is like the fastest boss to do. Because it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long to pop them. See, someone's doing it. Someone's doing the bloody shanty. See, so someone's doing it correct. Oh, that's right. That's why I want to get up there. Hold on a second. I need to get up there for a second. I just realized why. This frog has a pain in the ass attack where it poisons you. I keep forgetting about that. So I'm going to go up here real quick. And there we go. There. Now I'm in a hidey hole. I don't normally like this one because someone can see me. If someone were to port in, they could most likely see me. So I don't really like this side. I like the other side a lot better. Now, see, if you were up here and you had Songcraft, this would be the best time to have the Odin recovery. Now this would be the best place to have it at, because you would constantly have it going. Plus, being up here, I still get the kill count. There's one more. Is there anything really else I should take? Holy shit, I think those just... No, I don't think those sold. Might as well do some math while I'm up here. 63. 10, pretty much I make 133 gold doing if I stuck to making fine lumber. And that's it. That's just if I sold it at 400 gold, which I think last time I sold it was like 360. So I make about 376. 265. That's one. Pretty much 111 gold I make. That's still not bad. That's still not bad. That's if I can keep it up. Which I still say is pretty good. And the more gold I rack up, the more I can spend, the more I can make, and the more I can sell. So just keep racking it up until I make enough to make another 10, another 10, another 10, another 10. Just keep doing that. Keep going until I can make another 10. All right, there's another 9. Take portware. Give her that real quick. Let's leave. Let's head back. Let's head back to this now. Oh, damn it. I gotta wait. Alright. Then I'm taking... Then I'm gonna take a different port then. I'll take Hasla to Ridge, to Castle Ridge. And I'll use a stone. Well, that's not bad. I've done two raids. I've done 2 raids in the span of this stream. Ooh, I had some balls. Sure thing. And we're still doing good on my second monitor. Still holding up. Yeah, still holding up. Which I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked that it's holding this well. Normally by this time I would start having problems where it's like it wants to flicker off and on. So I'm just kind of glad I was actually able to do this. Oops, I need to edit this title. Up here it says 6.5. I have 6.3. I need to edit that title. I'll do that after I'm done streaming. I'll have to edit that title. It is not 6.3 anymore. It is 6.5. Oh, looks like we already did it. Okay, cool. Well, I'll just take the C then, because I don't want to waste another hereafter stone. I think it's... The hell would it be at? Cargo, auction, relic. No, that is not what I need. Structure, here it is. This should be... I'm gonna probably suggest it's... Yeah, right there. There it is. That's the one I need. This will be my last lumber of this. Did pretty well. I might try to go for at least 180 blue salt bonds, because that's still enough to make. That's still enough to get like 1 Ionad staff if I'm able to. So, oh no, it's 2. It's 280. Ooh, that might hurt. I have to check. See next time. Next time it's. Oh, that's right. I haven't even done this yet. Just real quick. Nope. Let's get this over with real quick. Ooh, 200. Not gonna work. Might have to do something different for that. That is fine. I know exactly where to go. There'd be more vents down at the bottom. Copper. I got all three currencies. Gold, silver, and copper. Gold, silver, copper. Get this beach real quick. Ooh, there's a Guild star right there. That's give me at least 100 labor. I do use the bed whenever I can. Even if it's just for 100 labor, that 100 labor can still come in handy. Watch out for the guards.